Hey, hey, what's good, Capricorn Visionaries? What's really good? Welcome to GawdesVision. It's your girl Goddess. I am also called Destiny, and here you will find that perspectives meet and may eventually merge, and I'm gonna encourage you to allow it, all right? Hey, we're gonna go ahead and get right into your reading because I know time is money with y'all, okay? I know you'll click off in a minute, in a second, okay? In a second. I am just getting into my normal readings. You're actually the first sign that I'm reading for other than Sag. You know, I'm a Sag sun. I did a little bonus reading for them, so that was not even how I'm going to be doing like the readings going forward, or not necessarily. That's the whole point. I'm trying to figure out how I want to structure them. But for this one, I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle from the energies of the 7 oracles for the overall energy of this reading. And then I'm going to pull 2 cards from the Enchanted Maps deck. One for your career and finance, and one for love. I'm going to do a spirit animal oracle card to see what spirit animals, insects, energies are guiding us, Capricorn, and what energies would benefit you stepping into. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to get an advice card from the Mermaids and Dolphins deck and follow that up with an Earth Warrior oracle to see what Earth Warriors got our backs as well. All right, we got a card. Willing release. Oh my, yes. So in addition to all the oracle decks, we're also going to pull some tarot, but I do have some channel messages for y'all. I got some channel messages. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know what? Capricorn. Earlier when I was doing my meditation, I had the sudden urge to listen to some James Blake. And if you have, first of all, if you haven't heard James Blake before, go ahead and listen to him because the man makes good music, okay? That's just first and foremost. But a specific song kept playing in my head and I just had to listen to it, and then it just went on from there. So as we go through your cards, I'm going to talk about the channel messages and we're going to see how they all coincide, okay? Okay, meantime, in between time, how y'all doing? What's good? I hope you enjoyed your holiday. I hope we are, I know we are manifesting the absolute best day because that's just how we do. And I definitely forgot to say that in my last video, which was a Sag video, but I don't need to. To be honest, I don't ever have to say it, but I really didn't need to in the Sag. Magic prayer for your career and finance. I know that's right. Can I get one for love, Source? Can I get one for love? Oop, that's too many. I will say, Capricorn, this is like my 3rd or 4th time trying to sit down and record this video. Thank you, Source. Woo. But we press on, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that too goes into the reading. Don't let yourself stop you from doing what it is you're trying to do, but at the same time be gentle with yourself. Know when to pull back. Willing release, okay? We're not feeling like anything's being taken from us, or we're having a rush or catch up or move faster or move slower or any of that. We are willingly releasing all of that, and we know how to release willingly. We know how to let go when it's time, and not even when it's time, when it feels right, because we know that that's how we keep the flow of energy going. That's the law of the vacuum law of prosperity. When you're holding on to things, the universe, you're not allowing the universe to bring anything else in for you because you're not making room for it. But let me go ahead and get that card. That's your love card. Slow and steady. Oh my God. And of course for the Capricorns, we get slow and steady. I love that. I love that. All right, let me get your spirit animal oracle. and see what animal insect energies you are going to have surrounding you that will help you during this time, that will benefit you embodying these energies. Ooh. You may see these symbols or like the actual animal or insect that appears on the card. You may suddenly be watching TV or something and see it. Just know that that is for you. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely. And I'm going to go ahead and let you know that this card actually, it's so funny that this card popped out again. Swan spirit, time for a deep dive at the bottom of the deck. I know that's right. That card, when I first way earlier today sat down to try to do your reading, Capricorn, I was so tired. I actually didn't even sleep from the night before, that's normal for me. And I was just so hyped up and so excited to do this reading that I thought that I was just gonna sit down and start recording. And literally, I tried to do that and I could barely shuffle, like cards was flying out everywhere, but I was still trying to like go with it, you know what I'm saying? And literally, pig spirit, and I want to say, I forgot which animal spirit it was, but it literally said time to surrender. That was literally what it said. And then pig spirit said use your mind wisely. So that's why I was like, of course, willing release, like, come on now. Source said this, we're all learning this lesson. We're all learning this lesson. I'll tell you right now, when that time to surrender came out, after I was trying to shuffle like crazy and it wasn't working, I literally was like, okay, thank you. Because like the cards weren't even like coming out how it wasn't even making sense anyways. But like I said, I was like, I don't want to, let this stop me, woo-woo. But it's about willing release. We don't have to, every time we stop or make a detour or wait or anything like that, that doesn't mean that that's throwing us off or messing our stuff up. That's literally, we know when to let go, know how to let go and let God. We talked about that in our last reading, in a bunch of readings. But it's not even just about, oh thanks. Like, it's about literally when you make that decision to release, you're doing it with the knowing that it is going to result in the best outcome for you and all that are involved. So it doesn't matter, nothing else. Explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. Ooh, I'm getting ahead of myself, but that's your advice card. Let me not get ahead of myself. I'm sorry. And I do want to make sure I get into the channel messages too, because it was just such a beautiful message. So let me go ahead and get your Earth Warrior card, and then I will open up my notebook. I'll get and start doing your tarot spread, and we'll get into these channel messages. But yes, so actually I'm gonna go ahead and get into the messages right now, because why not, y'all? We don't have any time to dilly-dally around. But the first thing, actually, that's why I should have just held off, because before I got into the channel messages, I was already feeling this Capricornian energy, because I don't know if y'all know, but right now, or we just got out of this Saturn-Uranus square. Saturn and Uranus have been square 3 times this year, and they were last perfectly square on December 24th, which was just a few days ago. And from then on, they are, they're still square, but they're moving further apart. So they're not in that perfect square anymore. Now, when planets are in a square, just a little quick astrology, real quick. Katiki? Okay. Number 10, we'll read about, I want to say it's Kai Tayakai, or Takaya? No, I'm putting the K where the T is. Taikayaki. I don't know. I think we're gonna move on. But anyways, if you don't know about square planets, when planets are in a square, that is when they're at 90-degree angle facing opposite each other on the astrological wheel, and that also means that they are basically face to face. And so the natures and the characteristics of each planet literally come head to head and are squaring off. So if you know, Saturn and Uranus are two very different energies, and Saturn being your ruling planet, you are ruled by Saturn. If you did not know that, Capricorn, now you know. And Saturn is the planet of structure. Saturn is, you know, the planet of getting shit done and staying in line, basically. And Uranus is just the opposite. Uranus is the planet of like rebellion, surprises. Uranus is like a trickster planet, and it rules Aquarius. So if you know any Aquarius, shouts out to my baby sis over here, because she is most definitely an Aquarius, and she is most definitely a little trickster and in a complete league of her own. Let me just tell y'all that. So when those two planets come head to head, they are going to bring out the characteristics in each other. So literally, because this happened 3 times, every time it happened, we had to kind of reconfigure our lives, our minds, our what we thought our purpose was. We're reconfiguring ourselves just in general with these squares. And like I said, it happened 3 times this year. I believe it was February, June, and then, excuse me, this last one in December. And yeah, so if you think about what was happening in February, and then in June, and then now in December, and then just the span of everything that has happened this year, you will understand what these squares have been doing. Literally, it's a show off. It's a showdown between them, and between the structure of what is and the infiniteness of what can be. And so it's a battle of who wants it the most, you know what I'm saying, in the collective energies, who wants to come out the most. And so I think right now, Capricorn, you are, oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot about the tarot. I was getting into it. You are questioning, I don't even want to say questioning, you were questioning everything, and suddenly it's like you have this realization, or you've come to like some kind of a moment of awakening, even if it was just for a second. Oh my God. Intermission. Oh my God, y'all. I am so freaking sorry. I literally just launched my entire tarot deck all the way over there. Anyways, I had to go get it and then count my cards and make sure I had them all. But yeah, sorry about that. See what I mean? Yeah, the energy's a little weird, but that's okay. We're gonna go with it. Yeah, so anyways, I feel like you're questioning. It's like you've been doing something a certain way your whole entire life, and you thought that you were doing it the right way, and you suddenly look up and you're like, this is not it. Like, this ain't what I want. This didn't turn out how I thought it would. I've been doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and it's not panning out how folks said it was gonna pan out when you do all the things that you're supposed to do. So your first card that came out was the Hermit Card. So I do see you going within. You got the Knight of Cups, so you're going within, but you're not You still have like a childlike wonder about you. You still are, you know, letting love in. You're still allowing yourself to be like, you know, flirty and whoop whoop whoop. You're still... Disclaimer, you guys, I am so sorry. I'm not by myself. I do have family here and my puppy, so if you hear some background noise or if I seem like I'm talking to someone else, I said I'll let you know. That is what's going on, so my apologies. I don't have anyone, you know, hostage over here. Quite the contrary, actually. That's too many. And you know what's funny? Every time like something like that, if you watch my Sag reading, you'll know what I'm talking about. But the bullshit, look at the bullshit that be trying to come out, and I don't, it's like, come on now, come on now, come on now. And that was literally like, that was Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune, the 5 of Swords, and the Devil, pretty much all in reverse. So I feel like that's that fake love shit. That's that fake love that, or it was like something that you thought was going to be it, something that you thought was going to maybe make you happy, a relationship that you thought would fulfill you in some kind of way, and either you were just in it and it didn't turn out to be what you needed it to be, or you how can I put this? It's like either you were in it, or you I don't even know how to explain it. Either you were just, you know that is not what you are trying to attract. So with this Knight of Cups energy, and then we have 3 of Cups, so I feel like you're out and about, you're kind of like, you know, you're doing your thing. Your guidance card was explore your options, so that's what you're doing. In Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely, but you're not just going about it like, you know, whatever. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You're taking your time. You're not allowing no fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what you are worth. You know you're working hard. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my God. Y'all. Bruh. I'm so sorry. I will try to maybe edit a clip or something. So in my Sag reading, I was doing the reading, laid out the cards, and I have my case that I keep my tarot cards in, and literally these 2 cards were in there together after I did the whole other spread. And it was crazy because I was like, actually, was it the 5 of Pentacles in the Empress, or was it the 5 of Cups in the Empress? Either it was the 5 of Pentacles in the Empress or the 5 of Cups in the Empress, but I know that the 5 of Pentacles in the Empress or 5 of Cups in the Empress was in the case. But the 5 of Pentacles or the 5 of Cups, one of them flew out of the deck as well, and I couldn't even reach it, and I was like, that means I don't need to get it. So literally, this is that energy, like that 5 of Pentacles energy. I am so sorry. Give me a second. Excuse you. Excuse you. Excuse you. Quiet on the set. Thank you. Sorry. So anyways, it was just crazy because, like I said, I felt like the Empress energy was blocking that energy, not letting it through. Like, we're not dealing with that kind of 5 of Pentacles. We don't know her. You know what I'm saying? 5 of Cups, we don't know her. And that's crazy. I'm going to put those both in the same position, and I'm going to put the Empress on top of it because, again, that just lets me know. Same thing. And y'all saw me shuffle. I threw my whole deck flew. So, like, come on now. Come on now. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Can I have one more card, Spirit? One more card. But yeah, so into the channel messages. So like I said, James Blake. Sorry, now I couldn't even think of his name. So, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even finish with the Saturn and Uranus. It's giving me maturing. Capricorn is giving me maturity. When I found out, I was looking at my Saturn and Uranus placements, and I was like, oh, should I tell my placements? And then I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I was like, I have a feeling that Capricorn can keep a secret. Queen of Wands, and then we do have the Star card, and we're gonna end the Rider-Waite off right there. And then we're gonna go ahead and clarify that with my mini Light Seers deck. Please just go along with this. Like, we're just going with the flow and the format. I'm kind of trying to see like how I want to format my videos from here on out. I am so sorry, this guy, now you want to be up doing everything, and it's just, it's come on. But anyways, I'm trying to see how I want to structure my videos moving forward. So we're just we're having fun. All right, is that cool? Can we do that? Can we do that? But anyways, yeah, so I feel like you're maturing, and maybe you weren't able to keep secrets before, like when you were younger. Eight of Swords, that's that self-analysis paralysis, getting stuck in your head, thinking your own, being bound by your own thoughts, your own inner thoughts. And it's clarifying the Hermit card, and I feel like that's because you have conflicting thoughts about what's happening. Like your ego, your mind is trying to tell you to be this personality, this person that you've always thought that you were supposed to be. And you're like, no, what the hell? Like, it doesn't feel good. It does not feel good. So you're trying to do something else. And when I was channeling James Blake, I was channeling the Wilhelm Scream. And that song literally is like, I don't know about my dreams. I don't know about my dreaming anymore. Like literally, you don't, everything that you thought, the Moon card, clarifying the Knight of Cups, everything you thought to be true. Can I get one for the Three of Cups, source, please? Everything you thought to be true about your life, you're questioning it. And then the next part is like, all that I know is I'm falling, 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 might as well fall in. So you're just going with it. Like all you know is that what you're doing right now ain't it. It doesn't feel good, and it doesn't make sense to do something that doesn't feel good anymore. Eight of Pentacles, clarifying the Three of Cups. It does not feel good to do things that you know are just like either regular, leading this like humdrum, boring ass life, or you're just doing it because like it makes other people happy but you're not happy, or maybe it does bring financial abundance, but it doesn't make you happy, or maybe it's not bringing financial abundance, and again it's what you're supposed to be doing, quote unquote, but you're like I want more, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then it's crazy because when I looked up Wilhelm Scream, it's actually what the Wilhelm Scream is a stock sound effect that is used it's been used for literally decades. And it's literally like that. If you look it up, you'll recognize it instantly, but it's like a pain sound. And so it's just like it might hurt, or it might be perceived as hurt, or it might have been at first. Ooh, I know that's right. We got the World card clarifying that Empress and that Five of Pentacles mashup. So what did I say? We're not doing that anymore. We just switched it up. And I meant to say at the beginning that I feel like Capricorn is starting a new cycle. And then like I just got this inner message that was like, ugh, I hate that. Like y'all don't like the sound of like new cycle because it sounds like same old bullshit. But the thing is it's not same old bullshit. Even when you are like in this complete state of consciousness, Knight of Pentacles, clarifying that Queen of Wands. So I feel like again you want something solid and you're willing to wait for it. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. You want something solid, you're willing to wait for it. Then the Magician clarifying the Star card. Oh my God, and you gonna make that shit happen. You gonna make that shit happen. Like, and that's exactly what happens when you are consciously manifesting. And the Magician on top of the star, that shit comes in instantly when you let it, when you willingly release, when you, again, that vacuum, look up the vacuum law of prosperity, y'all. Like, that's big. I was actually watching a video on that today, so I feel like that's going to be big for you. Vacuum law of prosperity. When you hold on to certain things, when you hold on to stuff, and especially stuff that you feel like you don't like, whatever we have around us, that sends the universe a frequency of that is what we like, that's what we want, that's what we want around us more and more in abundance. So when you hold on to things, and especially when you hold on to things that you don't like or don't want, you do not make room for anything else, and you let the universe know that you love those things. So that's what you're going to get more and more of, and you literally block that bullshit with your big Empress energy, step right into it, Capricorn, and you said no. Like, world card, we're doing something different. And that's what I mean by you're starting a new cycle. Like, again, you can be this completely, even once you reach full consciousness, Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I'm just saying that's how I can set this deck down now. But even when you reach this state of pure consciousness or whatever, there will always be challenges or obstacles, but they won't be challenges or obstacles to you. They will just be situations that require some sort of action or some sort of reaction, and you will know how to do those things through a conscious mindset and without having to, you know, step out of that. You're using your mind wisely. And then again, magic prayer on your money finances card, you have it coming in. There's something that you're trying to do, something you want to do, and again, you don't know if it's gonna work, you know what I'm saying? And I was also reading about, it's a long story, but what I was reading on is called the magic formula for everything. So it's like some kind of way you done got into this vortex, Capricorn, some type of way you stepped into this portal, and even if it was only for just one split second, you feel that energy, and you was like, oh, this is it, like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. And so I was getting like this energy of you felt like maybe you weren't being supported from the people who are around you, and I just wanted to be like them people, but it's not even like that. Just understand that if you are not feeling supported by the people around you, it is because you don't feel supported by yourself. And I mean, you don't feel supported, you don't feel that support from within you, because everyone and every experience is literally a reflection of our thoughts and how we interpret certain experiences. So if we're surrounded by people who we feel like aren't supporting us, it's because on some level we are not supporting ourselves, but we're moving out of that energy. And it's crazy because the next song that came out like right after the Will I'm Screaming is the next song, but I didn't even, I was not even paying attention basically, and it was the song that's like, my brother and my sister don't speak to me, but I don't blame them, that song. And it's crazy because the energy was like, you know, I mean, and immediately of course I got, you know, so somebody I feel maybe hasn't been speaking to one of their siblings, and that can be, it can be any family member, but I specifically feel sibling. And yeah, like, you at first it was like you were saying, and I don't blame them, because like, dang, like you're blaming yourself basically, because you're like, because I'm fucked up, I messed up, I did this, I did that, like, and slowly as you began to see them as you, and you began to understand that we are all acting at the level of consciousness that we are at when we're doing that action. And so when you began to understand that, you began to forgive yourself, and because of that, it went from I don't blame them because I blame me, to I don't blame them because I don't blame me. Does that make sense? Like, it was like, because there's this moment in the song where he keeps repeating that part, and he's like, I don't blame them, and then it kind of gets more and more like distorted, and it goes from like a darker to like a lighter vocals of it. And so that's really just what it felt like. It was like you transmuted that blame to like blamelessness, and you understood that we are just here, we are being, and so you don't blame them, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if they don't speak to you, you don't blame them, you know what I'm saying? There's no hard feelings because you don't blame you anymore. And I feel like that's so important, and it's a beautiful realization when you get there. And I can definitely relate to that, Capricorn, 100%. All right, Capricorn, my bad. I am so sorry. You might have a Gemini or an Aquarius that is really trying it right now, and you might have had to go ahead and put it to bed, okay? Or if you haven't, then you're going to. If you're on the fence, this is your sign, because they tried it. They really been trying it, and they know exactly what they on, so you have to just go ahead and put it to sleep, okay? But I was going to start touching on the channel messages from the next song, and I was going to say that I had accidentally clicked on Life Round Here, which I love that song, but I didn't mean to click on it. And so when it came on, I was like, and if you know that song, it starts with part-time life is a life round here. So I think, and immediately I was like, oh, nah, because that's not even the energy that we're on, you know what I'm saying? And I clicked onto the actual song, which was Retrograde, which I feel like is everybody's favorite James Blake song. But yeah, and I feel like that's very fitting, because again, that energy, that lack mentality energy, anytime it, you know, even comes creeping in, or your ego is trying to tell you who you're supposed to be, you're tapping back into this force that you might not even know where it came from, or you might know exactly where it came from. Because I feel like the more you tap into it, the more the more you go within. And that's this Eight of Swords too. Like, that's that literal mental conditioning. I feel you're reprogramming your mind, and you're not from a soul level, you know that Eight of Swords thinking, like, you know that that's not you. If you see on here, this is like a mirror, and the mirrored image is the one that's tied up, but you see that the woman is not, you know, and she doesn't even have to be looking in that mirror. So you know that those thoughts are created by your mind, and you know that your mind, your ego is always steadily trying to, you know, create some kind of identity for itself, and you know that that's not the identity that you resonate with really on a soul level. And that's where that retrograde comes in, and you're getting back to self, back to real self, and not just like that go within, like literally you have become yourself. And it just might look crazy because it's not solidified like you're used to seeing, you know, and like you're used to being with your Capricorn self, you know, ruled by Saturn. You like that structure. You like when things make sense, and it doesn't right now, but it does inside you, but it doesn't outside of you. So you're like kind of a little bit scrambled, but that is that willing release, and you know that you've been just trusting. And even if things didn't look like, you know, like whatever, it feels good. You know what I'm saying? And that alone is enough to get you to keep doing it, because you're like, shit, that's all I need, really. Like, and you're realizing that too. Like, even if these manifestations aren't showing up, like, you're feeling good now while you are manifesting them, because that's what we need to understand. Like, the manifestation is not just the thing that comes or your wish granted. The manifestation is the entire process. We are constantly manifesting. We are constantly in a state of manifestation. Your manifestation is from the time that you declare your desire for something until it materializes in whatever way that that becomes. And when it materializes, it might not even materialize in a tangible way. It might materialize in an intangible way, but it was exactly the way that you needed it to come, because that set you, it was exactly the way that it was what you needed, period, point blank. I'm not even going to get into too much more detail about that because we can go on for hours. But yes, and also that feeling of like kind of you're just forging out on your own. And if you've ever heard the song Retrograde, it's a beautiful song. It is a beautiful song, and I highly recommend you go listen to it just in its entirety, because when I replayed it, it just hit completely different. And when I've heard it, I listen to it all the time, but when I listened to it from this perspective, it was just so different, because it was literally like, I don't know, when I would hear it before, it sounds like, you know, he was singing it to someone, or to someone, and then when I heard it today, it was like he was talking to himself, and it was crazy. I'm gonna read a little bit of the lyrics, but it literally starts, "You're on your own in a world you've grown, few more years to go, don't let the hurdle fall, so be the girl you loved, be the girl you loved." And then he says, "I'll wait, so show me while you're strong, ignore everybody else, we're alone now." So, and then he repeats that line. And then the chorus comes in, and he's like, "Suddenly I'm hit, is this darkness or the dawn? And your friends are gone, and your friends won't come, so show me where you fit, so show me where you fit." And then he says again, "I'll wait." And then he says, "So show me while you're strong." And so literally, like, this is you talking to you now that this is you, your consciousness, this is your conscious awareness. And it's like, you're on your own in a world you've grown. Like, this is your reality. You've shaped your reality, you're shaping your reality, and you're now realizing that. And it's just like, be the girl you love. Like, be that love that you so desire, or you felt that you desire from other people. Now you know that that is you, that you are literally, it's always been you. It's always been emanating from you. And so that's why you're not, you know, accepting anything. You're not taking anything less than what you know that you deserve for real. You know what I'm saying? You're not taking, you know, that even if it's something that you called yourself working on for a long time, or, you know, I'm getting like this feeling, I don't even like saying stuff like this, but I'm just saying, like, you might even have been married and it ain't what it was, what you thought it was gonna be, or whatever, and you're contemplating like getting up out of it, and you know you don't want to hurt anybody, but you know that this is not it. And if that's the case, then that's the case. Like, it just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But you're not, like, it doesn't help to stay in a situation that you know is not good, because you're never going to, it's not going to make any, in the long run, everyone will be miserable, period. And we all know that. Like, I don't even got to get all long drawn out into it. We know that that's not the business. So if it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You have to do what you have to do, willing, releasing. You have to, you know, take your time, be gentle with yourself. Don't, you know, be compassionate, show compassion, be empathetic, but know that you are making the best decision for yourself and all those involved, and especially when you put that faith and that belief behind it. And the Explore Your Options card, I don't think that's just, obviously, just not just in regards to dating. Literally live this life. You don't have to do things in such a structured way. That structure is great, you know what I'm saying? But I feel right now this square is telling us, you know, to integrate the structure with your true life's purpose, but still allow mystery. You know what I'm saying? Willing release means allowing and trusting divine order, divine's plan. And that's what you're trying, that's what you're doing, you know. And it's almost like you don't have a choice, like you're out of options kind of, but it's not, because you know you always have options. But you know what I'm saying, like you get what I'm saying. I don't got to keep on beating a dead horse about that. But what I do want to do is read the meanings for the willing release and then your guidance. And I'm going to pull 3 yes or no cards for you, and I'll go ahead and let you go, Capricorn. I'll read magic prayer because it's really quickly. It's really a really quick message, but it says, when you see the magic prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and heal you when you're in need. That said, the best prayer is, thy will be done through me. Thy will and not mine will be done. Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen to the divine force within the field of creation. Surrender your wishes and desire to spirit. You may not get what you want, but you will always get what you need. Your destiny awaits you. As long as you keep in conscious contact with your higher power, be assured you are on the right path. That's what, use your mind wisely. We've been saying this, slow and steady, willing release. Come on, spirit got your back, and this is how you manifest. This is how you truly manifest what it is that you desire on a cellular level, and what will really satisfy you. This is how you get past that satisfaction ceiling. I'm going to read willing release really quickly. Yeah, so key concepts: yielding to a divine plan, releasing attachment to form, so what it looked like, especially if something isn't what you expected or wanted, leaving room for serendipity. What did we say? That Saturn, you're in a square. Come on, somebody. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Spirit, because you know what? Thank you, period. It says, some days you have to let go of your struggle to find an answer and focus on other things for a while. This doesn't mean giving up altogether or losing anything. Remember that our co-creative partnership with the divine, remember that in our co-creative partnership with the divine, give and take is necessary. You do your part by setting your intentions and taking any necessary actions, but you must then surrender the form, the timing, and the how to your higher power. There is a divine plan for each of us. When acting on this faith, you may find that your intense desire for something translates into a feeling of attachment and entitlement. Right now, you can immerse yourself in this experience and allow the divine plan to unfold as it will on your behalf without interference. Can you be open to receiving what is yours, even if it's not packaged in the form you thought you wanted? Perhaps if you look deeper, you'll see that you've received the perfect vibrational match to your most authentic wants and needs. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Whew, I have chills right now. I have chills. You have put in the work, defined your desires and felt them deeply, and engaged your higher power. Now you must let go and see what transpires. This is not always easy. Impatience erodes the foundations of your trust in the divine. Surrendering truly will serve your highest good. Knowing this truth in your heart, can that really be so difficult? And I feel like it's getting easier and easier. I feel like it's getting easier and easier as you allow it. As you allow it, it gets easier and easier, bro. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, then you just have to allow it. That's the only way. I can't explain it to you. It's not something that can be understood in words. And any words that you do kind of try to explain it with, the ego is going to take and might distort it in a way that it can understand. And that's how we end up right back to square one. So it's about willing release. It's not something that you can like think or like cheat your way out of. You just got to do it, period. I'm going to end this with your guardian, Kaitiaki, the garden of the Papatwa Papa Twanuku. That's what I think it is. It says, guardian of the divine feminine. Your relationship with Mother Earth, I want to say this right. Papa Twanuku. Papa Twanuku? Is that it? Papa Twanuku, I think, is sacred, empowering, and healing. You are destined to become more spiritually intimate with her, sharing in her creative potency and wisdom. Lean into her and trust in her support, even as you serve her by courageously voicing truth. She is your great ally, friend, and healer. As you dedicate yourself to her, she dedicates herself to you. It says, make peace and let go of past issues around being abandoned or not understood or of feeling unsupported. Didn't we talk about this, bro? Didn't we talk about this? And then I forgot to even mention too, if you're, like I did mention, you might be feeling like you're not supported by those around you, but I forgot to mention, there are so many planets in Capricorn right now, y'all. So many planets in Capricorn right now. You got Pluto in Capricorn, you got Mercury in Capricorn, the sun is in Capricorn, and then of course Uranus is in Capricorn. So it's literally like you have all of the universal power behind you, you guys. Like, Mercury is the planet of intelligence, communication. It's what helps you understand life, and it's in your sign. So it's literally helping you understand your life and sort all of that out on the back end processes. It's helping you to understand, like, use it for any like tricky perceptions, or the trickster spirit of Uranus. Uranus and Mercury, they're very closely related. So literally, like, use those planets, use your home planet in Mercury to vibe with Uranus if you're feeling out of place with that energy. You feel me? You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Like, and use it to, when it's in Capricorn, that's ambitious energy, but it's careful and calculating, and it allows you to move, but you don't have to be too authoritative, you know what I'm saying, because you still have that Uranus flow with you. You don't have to take yourself too seriously. That's what I'm trying to say. It gives you the ability to not take yourself too seriously, but still understand the intricacies of yourself. Oh, I didn't mean to say, I'm sorry, not Uranus. Uranus is not in Capricorn. Venus is in Capricorn. I am so sorry. And Pluto. Venus, Pluto, the sun, and Mercury. Venus being in Capricorn. Come on, that's all about love. It's all about pleasure. It's all about expressing your affection and enjoying things and doing what you love and seeing the beauty in things. So very important. But that Capricornian side, and it can bring in like fear of rejection. It can cause you to take the things that you love and be more cautious with them and more calculating, and sometimes that can be good because that allows it to appear as like loyalty and being dependable. But again, we're talking about like doing the things you love and finding new things. Explore your options. It says it's time to take a look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make change. So understand that and use that energy as well. And then Pluto, of course, is the planet of death and rebirth. I mean, come on. And it's usually on like a subconscious level. And it's also a very regenerative energy that brings you back, and it restarts and resets. So and that's in your planet. You have all that behind you. So if you don't feel supported, and if none of this else makes sense, literally, please understand that you have the powers of the planets behind you right now, and you're able to embody them right now on the most naturalistic, effortless level, because they are in your home sign. So please. But I'm going to get back to this really quick so we can finish this up. But it says, Make peace and let go of past issues around being abandoned or not understood or feeling unsupported, as those experiences need no longer color your worldview. We're done with that. Trust that you belong here and that your connection to the Earth Goddess will support you in all ways. You are sensitive, and rightly so. Never judge your sensitivity or feel that you are overreacting, but also allow nature to calm and soothe you so that you can be focused on accomplishing your soul mission. If you feel that you are on your own when you would like some help, allow the Divine Mother to be your friend and guide, whilst trusting that at the right moment, more allies will arrive. The Earth Mother has her own sense of timing, and you are not forgotten. I'm going to say that again. The Earth Mother has her own sense of timing, and you are not forgotten. You are just growing according to her wisdom and grace. Have faith in yourself and in her. It says the spiritual guidance is in the Maori worldview, humans are not seen as a separate form, nor superior to the natural world. Instead, humans are a part of nature and have a sacred role to preserve and protect the Earth Mother, known as Papatuanuku. Her guardians are known as Kataiki, the ones who take action to defend her and safeguard her natural resources so that she and we can thrive. In this innate instinct in the human soul to seek, there is an innate instinct in the human soul to seek an emotional connection with the natural world for pleasure and healing. That's that Venus energy. When this connection is denied, which is the basis for all environmental abuse, the result is great suffering. The more soul you have, the more your personal identity becomes intertwined with nature, and the greater the devastation you will feel in the face of environmental degradation. This is not being overly sensitive. This is being awake at a soul level. So again, you're waking up during this time of crazy shit happening. And again, like I said, this is the final Saturn-Uranus square off that we've had this year, and you know how this year has been. So I feel like they're saying disconnection from the divine feminine harms humanity in ways that eventually leads us to psychological pain and physical disease. Okay. Perfectionism, impatience, thinking about what we can get instead of what we can give, all these erode self-esteem and emotional fulfillment. That's that satisfaction ceiling. They distort what is meant to be sacred sexuality into performance. Ooh, wait a minute now. Oh, they didn't call somebody out on that one now. Hold up. They said they distort what is meant to be sacred sexuality into performance. A perpetuation of emotional wounding and abuse, which drains our creative power and prevents us from being able to feel our truths. God damn. Oh my God, she didn't call it. Oh Lord, I feel called out and I'm abstinent. Oh my Lord, I gotta check myself before I wreck myself because something's up. She didn't call this out. These are signs that we need to heal and strengthen our connection to the natural world to restore our connection to the sacred divine. The Kai Taiki soul can help us reconnect to the divine feminine rather than dismiss, exploit, and use her. Loving our mother and feeling respect and reverence for her will restore our vitality and energy and help us gain a sense of well-being. You intuitively understand the need for this sort of relationship to the earth, and you must remember to cultivate your connection so as to grow peace in your soul. See, you don't even know, like, again, you're just doing it, period. You're just doing it. It is a part of your destiny to read the wisdom of the ancient lineages from which you have evolved, from those ancestors who lived in a world very different to ours, who knew how to sustain themselves in harmony with the natural world over long periods of time, and who can help us remember that life requires a sustainable relationship with the Earth Mother. Their wisdom is encoded in the natural world. Through taking the time to tune into the earth, you are the one who can read her records and share the wisdom teachings that you receive. Honor your ability to be a devotee of Mother Earth. Allow her and your own courage and intelligence to empower you on your path, to support you in speaking your truths, especially when they go against the grain. This is all this. This is all this. For is that not what creation is all about? Opening up to something new? Exactly. Oh my God, y'all. And I feel like mentioning, if some of y'all might be trying to get into like something unconventional, something earthy, you might want to garden, landscaping, maybe you just got into gardening. I love gardening. You can't stop talking about it. Or you just want to do something, you want to be a healer, or you know, something more unconventional to what you've been doing. You might have been like a lawyer or something, or a medicinal doctor, and now you want to be a more holistic doctor, or you want to learn Reiki and teach Reiki, or like you are moving into just a less conventional path, but you're still co-creating with the universe, and you know that that's what you're doing. So it does not matter what it looks like on the outside world to anyone else, or even to yourself, because you know that that's what, you know that doesn't mean anything anymore. Like what you see, this is all, you can switch that up at a moment's notice. So you're not worried about what you see on the outside, you're worried about what you see in here. It says, to re-earth yourself, spend a little time each day in physical contact with the earth. Physical touch, barefoot or with hands on dirt and in grass or on the trunk of a tree. All beautiful, delicious, delectable things to do is sufficient for this process. A beautiful addition to this healing process is to say a simple prayer or statement to the earth at the beginning and end of your re-earthing practice. It might be I love you at the start and a thank you at the end, or it could be a deeper and more personal conversation about gratitude, hope, and trust, and about the wise use of your creative power or your concerns about the world. You might ask for her assistance and guidance so that you can honor the divine feminine in the best way possible, according to your talents and abilities. The more you do this practice, the more love and devotion will arise, and the stronger and more conscious your connection with the Mother Earth will be, and the more empowered you shall become to fulfill your destiny. Don't be afraid to lean on her, to need her, and to let her help you and help yourself in the world. Come on, Capricorn. Come on now. I love you guys. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, because this is a beautiful thing. This is leaving the matrix. It's no mistake that they came out with another movie to that right now, by the way. It's not a mistake at all. Now's the time to focus. Especially in a world where there's a lot to focus on and a lot to lose your focus in. I don't like shuffling these like that, but so go ahead and get your 3 questions ready. I'm gonna shuffle one more time. I don't take reversals on these, but I mean, these are your answers, so I'm just letting you know if it comes out in reverse, I'm gonna flip it. So I'm just saying that, just to say that. Ooh, no, that's not how I pick them either. Okay, we got answer number 1. Answer number 2. Answer number 3. Number 2 was flipped upside down, so I'm gonna flip that back around. The Magician card fell down. I'm not gonna get that right now. So your first answer, there's something better. Did it focus? I'm sorry. Oh, focus, please. Your second question, within the next few months. I mean, your second answer, I'm so sorry. And that was the one that was flipped in reverse as well, so. Abundance. And I just want to go ahead and because I just got a message for this. Whatever it is, it can happen in the next few months. It can happen tomorrow. It can happen as soon as quickly as you allow it through this willing release is how quickly it can happen. And I feel like that was a reason why it was in reverse. And also a reason why it was in reverse is because it's a message of don't focus on the time. Don't focus on the time that it's taking. That's that willing release. But just know that, like, the universe got you, you know what I'm saying? And like it can happen in the next few months. It can, but you have to willingly release. It can happen sooner than that. I'm not gonna say the same thing, like, but you know what I mean? Like that's what I think that was. But again, these are your answers. But thank you so much, Capricorn. If you made it to the end of this, I so appreciate you. I really, really do. I'll try to include some timestamps just because I know that this reading was kind of chaotic, and I apologize about that. Moving forward, hopefully the energy will not be that way. But if you did enjoy this video and it resonated with you and you'd like that to continue to happen, I invite you to subscribe and hit the like button, because that does let me know that you like these types of readings, as well as YouTube and yourself. And it keeps your energy integrated in with the collective so that hopefully you can keep resonating with the messages moving forward, all right? So thank you so very much. Keep doing what you're doing. You got it. I ain't even got to say nothing else, Capricorn. I'm going to let you do your thing, all right? Peace. Did you wake back up? You going to come say hi in the camera? Come on. Come sit.
Hi.
What do you want to say?
Can you subscribe to my channel?
Oh, yes. What's your channel name? Oh, God. We done invited everybody. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Subscribe to Indo's channel, too.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, God. Oh, we got to get out of here, y'all. Oh, Journey, help me. Help me, Lord. Peace. Peace out. Peace out, guys. We got to go.
Peace.
Oh, God.